I'm Paige Handley, and I'm 15 years old.
My name's Matt Taylor. I'm going to be 29 years old in a month.
I have been playing Guess Who ever since I was, probably before I was 5.
Some kids, they learn to walk first, but me, I learned to play Guess Who. Guess Who started in Lake Tahoe at our family reunion. We've been going up to Lake Tahoe in Kings Beach every year since long before either of us were born, 30 plus years. Paige, who is my cousin's daughter, would always bring the game Guess Who. I think Paige was about 5, so this would have been about 10 years ago.
Matt and I started playing every year at our family reunion. I would bring the game so we could play. I have to say that I was probably better than him, even though when I was 5, he beat me sometimes, but I was the better player. We've been playing for ever since then, so 10 years.
And it became sort of this yearly tradition where we would play Guess Who against each other. We started taking it pretty seriously, so much so that we got pretty competitive.
It became more of a really big competition.
There was one year where Paige's family were overseas in Europe.
When I went away, my dad did a study abroad.
I was very dismayed because I really took a lot of pride in destroying her every year at Guess Who. So what we did is I purchased a game of Guess Who.
He sent me half the game so we could play over email because I was missing our family reunion. We played for a while on email because that way we could play more games and to show that I was the better player, obviously.
And that worked for a long time, and I'm pleased to say that I won most of those games, and I have email record of them. So.
Two years ago, we started with the trophy.
We had a trophy made with an engraving that reads, Guess Who Grand Champion.
We'll take one night aside, and we will play and determine who gets the trophy.
And if you win the Guess Who Grand Championship, you get to take the trophy home and write your name on the bottom of the trophy. I've won it.
I won the first time. I got to take it home. I was all excited that he brought it, but he didn't get to take it home. I'm sure. I know he was really disappointed.
It's true that that Paige did beat me that first year in '08.
So my name's on there. The first one makes me the better player.
I let her win. I mean, seriously, did you think she was going to beat me? I mean, come on. It's me we're talking about.
I mean, he won the next year, but that's only because, I felt bad for him. There's a lot of strategy in Guess Who?
I don't really have a strategy, per se.
My strategy for the game, it all depends on where we are.
A lot of the game comes down to who goes first.
If you have a head start.
So my strategy varies based off of if I'm going first or if Paige is going first.
It doesn't really matter because I still win anyways.
It usually doesn't matter. I usually win either way.
Sometimes I count the pieces, cut them in half.
Try to ask questions that will equally divide whether it's a yes or no answer.
But if Matt goes first, you have to take some risks sometimes.
Sometimes you just have to go for it. Sometimes you just have to take a chance, risk it all and ask that question and maybe you get lucky.
It's more about feeling the vibe. You have to feel the game.
Maybe all your chips come down and all of a sudden you're sitting on top and you've got that trophy in the palm of your hand, and it's a good feeling. I love playing the game. I love the game. I'm all about the game.
You have to pick the right piece. You have to get the right person. Some players are, some people are unlucky.
Sometimes I get really into my character of Guess Who. I try to become one with them.
Sometimes it's really unlucky to have a girl because there's only 6 of them.
I try to feel as if, what would it be like, if I had facial hair?
I mean, For me, being able to choose the right person and ask the right questions to win, it's all talent, no luck.
What would it be like if I was wearing a hat or glasses?
Maybe I have some good luck, but it's mostly talent.
I love the feeling I get when I put down one of those people. I love the sound it makes. You know, that clack, 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 clack. It's the sound of victory. Oh yeah.
I mean, Matt over there, he works really hard to try to get the right questions, get the right player, but it doesn't work out very well for him.
I always use the red board. I like the red board because it signifies war. War. You know, because I'm in for the kill. I move in for the kill. I don't waste time.
I mean, he doesn't have the talent.
Give her a chance, you know. I just strike. Strike. Just know it hit her. It's like that. It's over. I win. Grand champion. Paige is a good opponent. She is a worthy opponent. I would never admit that to her face, of course.
The game's great, but I have to beat Matt. That's all that matters.
Playing, in a competition like Guess Who, there's really a lot of intimidation. You really have to strike fear into your opponent.
Matt could seem like a good player, but
Paige, she's terrified of me.
he talks himself up a lot.
I do like to trash talk. I will admit that. It is part of my game.
I'm the better player anyways.
I think it really adds a lot to the competition. I think without that, friendly, competition between us, it just wouldn't be as much fun.
He just wants to make himself feel better.
It certainly wouldn't be as much fun for me after I win. So, that's important.
I'm definitely the better player.
It's a hard life out there, and I really credit myself with giving Paige the type of endurance that she's going to need to survive this difficult and dangerous world.
I've been beating him since I was 5.
Paige is growing up. She's, I think she's getting smarter. I still beat her, but,
I'm 15 years younger than him.
I mean, I pretty much always win, but sometimes it's close.
It's a little sad for him.
I'm pretty sure that there have been games where Paige was holding back tears because of how badly I was destroying her.
He tells me that I go home crying at night because he beats me all the time.
I've apologized to her parents because I know that she'll probably need years of therapy to overcome the trauma of losing time and time again to me.
My family knows that we play all the time, that I win all the time.
But what can I say? I mean, I can't just give her the game, right? I mean, I can't throw the game. I have my reputation at stake.
I'm sure he cries over the game. It's really a big deal.
I feel bad sometimes because I know she probably goes home and weeps gently into her pillow at night. But then I get over it. Guess Who? 2010 Grand Championship. It's coming up next August.
We will play and determine who gets the trophy for Lake Tahoe of 2010. I know it's going to be me.
I'm already preparing. I got my strategy, got my end game.
I'm going to win.
I'm not just going to beat her. I'm going to destroy her. Crush her.
Will Matt ever win the trophy? Maybe. Maybe once or twice.
I mean, she can practice all she wants, but it's not going to make any difference. I'm still going to win.
Like 3 times tops.
I'm going to beat her so bad, she's probably going to run out of the room crying. She might retire from Guess Who completely.
But I'll definitely win the rest. 15, 20 times maybe,
I can't be blamed for that. I can't be held accountable. It's not my fault. It's just, I'm that good.
So it sits in my room. People wonder about it. I tell them the story of our Guess Who competition and how I win. They believe me because my name's on the bottom.
It's not cockiness. No. It's confidence.
The future of Guess Who, I think we'll still play. Maybe even fill up the bottom of the trophy of all our names.
I expect that we'll be playing Guess Who for years and years and years.
But maybe we'll even pass it down to the younger people in our family so they can play the great game.
I look forward to the day when my children beat Paige's children at Guess Who and send them home crying to their parents.
Maybe we'll play them, teach them. I'll teach everybody to beat Matt.
I'm pretty much the greatest Guess Who player of all time. Undisputed.
We'll see. I'm the better player anyways.